Good evening everyone. Apart from the windy conditions, it was a beautiful winter's day across the Mackay region with mostly sunny skies. Unfortunately, the windy conditions will continue tomorrow. Already there is a strong wind warning for all northern waters. I'll have more details on that. First up, let's have a look at the day's temperatures. And after a frosty start in Clermont, it warmed up to 23 degrees. St Lawrence topped 26, Moranbah dropped to 8 this morning. Mackay 12 to 22, Collinsville reached 27 degrees after dropping to 5, Proserpine 10 to 26 and Hamilton Island range between 18 and 21 degrees. Currently outside we're sitting on 19 degrees, humidity is 74% and the winds are south-southeasterly at 26 kilometres per hour. Taking a look at the satellite picture, most of the east coast is covered with scattered low-level cloud, but there's only very isolated showers on the north tropical coast and in offshore waters. Central and western Queensland remain generally cloud-free. Onto the chart, and there's a large high that's dominating pretty much the entire continent with a strengthening ridge along the Queensland coast. That slow-moving high will be the dominant feature throughout the week, and there are suggestions the centre pressure will reach around 1,040. There's also a low over Western Australia and some frontal systems moving through the Southern Ocean. So tomorrow for the Central Coast and Whitsundays district, expect fine conditions throughout except for a few isolated showers, mainly about the coast and inland zone. Moderate southeasterly winds fresh about the coast, and Mackay should drop to 16 tomorrow morning, warming up to 23 degrees. Moving west, the forecast for the Central Highlands and Coalfields district expect fine conditions with light to moderate southeasterly winds. Clermont should drop to 9 degrees tomorrow, warming up to 24 and 24 also in Moranbah. For the boating fraternity, looking at today's maritime observations at 3 p.m, and Hardy Reef had an easterly at 20 knots, Hamilton Island had a south-southeasterly at 23 knots and Mackay south-southeasterly at 12 knots. For the coastal water forecast from Bowen to St Lawrence, expect southeasterly winds at 25 to 30 knots, seas to 3 metres, and as I mentioned earlier, there is a current strong wind warning for all northern waters. High tide for the Mackay Outer Harbour tomorrow just after 17:30 in the morning, and the lows expected at 1:56. Now for the 7-day outlook, mostly cloudy tomorrow and a top of 23 degrees, 16 to 22 on Thursday with the chance of a storm. Saturday 16 to 23, 16 to 23 also on Sunday and a top of 22 on Monday. And finally, good news for summer lovers. Today is officially the shortest day of the year, so sunrise tomorrow at 6:40. Now that wraps up the weather. Burnsy will be back tomorrow night after a well-deserved break. It's back to you, Sam.
Thanks, Kathryn. Hooray! Summer's coming back. Our news headlines can be found on our website, wintv.com.au. Don't forget, Win's Wimbledon coverage starts tonight at 10:30. Good night.
Good night.